That's where the car sat for 23 years, right under that first bay.
Wow. That shows you right there. That's where the car sat. That means everybody saw that thing.
Oh, everybody drove over it. It's a 66 283 two-barrel factory air convertible, and now we're going to where they would stage the race.
Street racing back in those days, it was a normal thing, but it wasn't any traffic.
They would line up at this curve.
You know, them old cars too, like that old Chevelle I had, that thing, it was just built for one thing. It was like a rocket to go. But the brakes, mechanical brakes, and stuff like that, and one of the, and to be able to maneuver it and then power slide the curves. One of the things you learned early on, you never went in the curve flat out. You had to have power to power through those curves to keep that front end, because that front end would go out on you. And if that front end started eating out, you was in trouble.
Yeah.
So you always try to get that back end of doing the power to come back through with it. And run it. But we used to run from, actually from Mount Air, or we'd run from the state line.
So the kids would come down this road to get to the Dan River Bridge to race.
Well, I'll show you. They met up at the post office and then would come, we're going the back way, if you will, and toward the line. And so they would come this way because if they needed to escape, they could go into North Carolina. See, right there's the North Carolina line. So you see the logic behind this was coming that way, and you know, you can cross jurisdictions. That bridge right there is the line.
A friend of mine had a '68 Chevelle big block it was a 375 factory, in which they was really good. And actually, we wrecked it coming through the bridge one night.
They would line up at this curve and right there and go all the way down through here and speed up.
About how far is this straight?
It's probably a quarter of a mile, maybe a little bit longer. Where we're fixing to go through was higher back in the day.
We coming through the bridge was running about 135 to 140.
And you would actually catch air.
And that was the Dan River Bridge?
That was the Dan River Bridge. If you weren't careful, you would get airborne. And the original motor in the street race car was a 396, and he spun a bear in there because the rear tires came off the ground.
Right front tire went down, and we went that full length of that straight. We went over we jumped the fence. Fence post came through the front, came through and through the back window, caught my leg. I was trying to get down in the back seat, and we wasn't buckled up or anything. And Phil Hall was in this side, and Jerry Allison was driving. And we went the full length of the cow pasture up there, trying to get it back in the road. And it started to come back up in the road and hit a rock and totaled it out.
You had that much straightaway in this, and then you went into a sharp curve, and basically somebody had to let out or you had to be ahead of them.
But the funniest thing, when the cops got there and seen where the car was sitting, and Joe said, well, you know, he said, where'd you leave the road at? So they kept walking, kept walking, kept walking. And Joe said, how fast you running? He's probably running 65 to 70. And that trooper said, he just looked at him, and then we got on down there, and he said, well, Joe said, you know this car, it's got a lot of power. I said, when that front end went down, I tried to, stop it, get it up, but he wasn't buying it,
Because you can see, you wouldn't want to be on the left side, unable to see and going through the curves.
And they just kept racing on down here for 4 or 5 miles through these curves.
Yeah, I think David said it was 5 or 6 miles down here and back.
Yeah, down this big old hill and up the hill.
White knuckle.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, back in those days, and then a lot of times we'd be down on Saturday night racing, And the cops would come and everybody bust up because we'd sit in that little road right down there and watch. We're the ones that watch on the bottom end of it. But yeah, we used to have some after we get about 11:30, 12 o'clock, and there sometime 2 or 3 in the morning. It was on.